Yeah. Well, we don't have everybody. No, a short bus.
Yeah. We got Little John.
He's a short bus all into his own.
He's a short bus. That's all we need is Little John. Live from beautiful downtown Havia at everybody's favorite comic book shop, the Goblins Heist. Tonight, the new comic book review night and great sale. There's no short bus crew tonight, but we do have Little John. And as always, the lovely Italian, Mr. Watermelon, get over with the watermelon. Get the people going. That was exciting. Little John. Little John's in the house.
What's going on, guys? It's another Thursday. It's another Come Get Your Nerd On, and we have books to read that we read, that we're reading, we read.
We're rereading,
we read. Even though we had some visitors today. But good news is, Game Shop's almost open.
Yeah! What is open? Kind of.
Bad news
Like,
is,
what?
it's almost open.
One more week, more or less.
Jesus
So
Christ.
before Christmas and Thanksgiving.
I don't think the pyramids took this long.
I know, right?
You know,
No, had they been built in Hialeah, they would have taken even longer.
Oh, yeah.
well, if it was they would have had a cube.
Yeah.
No, es un pyramid. Eso está bien. No, deja. pero eso no es.
Okay, this wall needs to be a firewall. It's not going up all the way, and that pyramid is off-centered.
Yeah. That's what would have happened.
It will be a rhombus.
Yes.
Also, this is a death trap.
Terrible.
Yeah, so that's the only thing. But, so that's it. That's going on. What else?
DeSantis is our governor?
DeSantis is our governor. I approve. I'm fine with it.
What happened with Arizona finally?
Oh, I have no idea. Everything's like, they're still counting shit in some places.
What the fuck is up? Why can they not count?
No. Now, my thing is this. Well, there are two things. First off, everybody attacks the fucking computers, right? Everyone's like, the computers are hacked. Other people are like, computers are not hacked. So we don't use the computers in some places. So we're still doing things by hand.
Some guy going like this. One,
and remember, it used to be, fucking room, and people going, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The problem is now, there's two things, and this is where I think is really fucking bad. One, now there's like 51 under the table.
There you go, you reconnected.
Right?
There you go, back up. With cellular data.
Yeah.
We count on that.
Let me see. Waiting for live signal. Yeah, it's kind of, yeah. All right. Yeah, there you go. So now it works.
There you go. Fabian's watching.
Fabian's watching because some people left or something because there was 3 people, and then now it's like.
I'm back.
Did you guys have a cat or something here?
No, there was hair all over the place. In the
Because?
shop too. I think it was when this guy brought his dog.
Damn, now it's like
When?
Oh, what's his face?
Nick. Nick brought his dog.
Nick brought his dog.
That dog is a fucking.
What does he do?
Yeah, but that dog is not a fucking. What's it called, dog?
No.
Whatever the fuck.
For
The dog.
Service
Yeah.
animal?
Yeah.
There you go. You're a service animal. Yeah, that dog's not a service animal. He got the coat. He bought the coat on there, and everything else. Yeah, I'm just trying to check and make sure. Oh, brother. I don't think I even downloaded the stupid app. Alright, we'll see what happens there. Anywho, the internet should be back on. 3 people are in the thing. Can you guys hear us fine?
Can you see us fine?
Yeah, that.
Yeah, we were about to talk about hanging chads.
Well, yeah, so that was the thing. So you got these close elections that they have to count to the 1,000th fucking vote. So that's the other thing, too. If the elections weren't so fucking close.
They really gotta change the way things are being done. They gotta fix it.
But everybody argues.
Getting there.
Everybody's arguing over what is right, though.
The Democrats want to keep it complicated and fuck with everybody.
What do you mean complicated? How?
Democrats doing it.
You don't want to do mail-in ballots,
The Democrats
and you don't want to. The Republicans are the first ones that they don't want the fucking.
Democrats are fine, but it's gotta be, to the right people. These guys are fiddle-faddling around.
The fiddle-faddling. You want to talk about fiddle-faddling? You want to talk about fucking redistricting?
Listen,
That shit blew up in their face. You know that, right? The Republicans redistricted the Georgia, and now more votes are coming out than ever. They lost a lot of elections thanks to their redistricting.
Damn.
You know, so a lot of times the fiddling around is the fucking problem. So, I don't know. There's a lot of shit. Maybe just enforce the shit you have. That's the problem.
Yeah.
That's the thing. So,
Well, hopefully Little John will run next year.
Little John as what?
I don't know. Something. He should.
Yeah.
I'll run from Hialeah.
You want to be a member of city council?
No.
Oh my God.
Do I look that corrupt?
No, but I want to be a board member. You want to be a board member? I get you on the board.
I don't give a shit about the city. Why would I be on the board?
What a fucking horrible fucking piece of shit. That is. And then the city doesn't care. See,
Now, this is why the city doesn't care about you either.
Yeah.
You're in a dark, lonely city by yourself, and the city doesn't care about you. You got to care about something, Johnny. You care about me. You care about the shop. You care about our viewers and our customers.
A little bit. Just enough.
How about Fabian?
Fabian says, MAGA John says no to fiddling around.
Yeah.
No fiddling.
How about Fabian? Do you care about Fabian?
Of course.
Why Fabian and not me?
Papa likes comics.
Oh.
Anyway, let's review some comics, folks. First up, Wildcats #1. I'm going to put the art germ cover because I like the art germ cover.
I do too.
Wildcats #1. This is from DC Comics. I read it. Who read it?
I read it too. It was good, but I'm gonna say it wasn't as good as the backup stories they were doing to reintroduce the Wildcats and some of the other comics.
What do you mean?
Well, remember we were getting second stories? Or
Yeah,
bonus stories?
and
those were, I think, a lot more creative than the first issue. But the action sequences in it were really good.
I think this is great. If you've already read it, the thing is, you don't want to do, again, another let's introduce the characters kind of thing. Batman Urban Legends for a while. Grifter was part of the Gotham City scene and everything else that was going on. So I thought it was a really well-placed story where now you see them in Star City. They have new things. They are going along with the old school Damonite versus, what the hell is it called? Damonite War.
It's a weird name, yeah.
Cherubim.
Yeah.
The Cherubim versus the Damonites and everything else. It's the original fucking thing. So I thought it was pretty cool. Matthew Rosenberg's a writer, another guy that, I'm telling you, rising fucking star. I think he's a good writer. He's been doing really good shit. His Joker #2 was really good. I'm glad that he's doing stuff on it. The art's pretty good. Stefan Segovia is Stefan is the cover artist. What is the interior artist? I see how the variant.
Rosenberg did these books before he got picked up by Marvel or
Segovia.
Those indie books that he did, that these kids that rob a bank.
Yeah, Black Mask.
I love that book. And then this other book that he did, and it was a one-shot. It was about these two girls that were living in a house alone, and then there was a garbage man that came by, and one of them fell in love with a garbage man. And it was a really, really good book. I just forgot the name of it. The guy's really good. I like Matt, this Rosenbaum guy.
Yeah. So Rosenberg.
Well,
Rosenbaum is his accountant. Okay,
yeah, exactly.
You know. So there's some interest on there on it. Overall, this has gotten a pretty good 93% average, 3.9 stars out of 5 on League of Comic Geeks. So there's people that have been digging it. Let's see what people are saying now. Overall, very good fucking story. Again, it sets the Wildcats as a covert action team, even though they want to call it a covert action team in there. I read the original run. I've read the Warren Ellis run, which is really fucking good. It's sad that it never got really picked up. Nobody really got into it. It's a very, very good series.
It could always be one of those books that gets picked up later on.
You can read the first 2 graphic novels digitally on Kindle for free, and it's worth the read. 3 and 4 you have to buy. Again, overall, very fucking good. I really liked it. It's 4 out of 5 stars for me. I want to see more. I want to see the second issue already. It was fun because there's spoiler alert. A Justice League member shows up.
Yes.
And so they were just like, oh shit, I can't shoot that guy in the face, right? So, and I want to see it. And another bonus, Fairchild's in it. I love her. I'm glad that Gen 13 got some love out of it. I want to see a Gen 13 book one day.
Gen 13 needs more love.
So that
sure.
would be that was really cool. And I know J. Scott Campbell's doing stuff here and there. I would love for him to do one more cover of Fairchild. You know, she's part of the team and everything else. So I want to see it. I want to see how they go on with the characters, because there's a different death blow. There's a different types of characters on it. I like Wildcats 3.0, smart writing and a lot of branding. Yeah, that one's another one that was really good. The one I think after that is the Warren Ellis Wildcats. They've been trying to bring it back. They try to reboot it. But this one seems like a safe play because it's going to put them as they're kind of like the covert team of DC, and to see where they fit into everything is going to be interesting.
Yeah, to me it was kind of like Suicide Squad minus the suicide element.
But I like the Wildcats that was it with Image,
Yeah,
That's
it kind of
what I liked
continues
the most.
that. It continues that because
that was when it was good. Who was there? Lightfield was it? Bro?
Jim Lee.
Joey.
I'm just gonna say names. I'm lost.
But we have a Lightfield cover on this one, don't we?
No,
Wasn't there a Lightfield cover?
no. Why would there be a Lightfield cover on a
I
Wildcats?
associate Wildcats with Jim Lee. I'm thinking about the different team then.
It's Jim Lee. Jim Lee did it. Like Jim Lee did a cover, not Liefeld.
I think we need
Liefeld did fucking
But I guess it was during that age.
Youngblood.
Youngblood. That was a good one too. I like that one too.
I actually do really like John, but I have a couple copies of the first issue.
This Alzheimer's Minute brought to you by.
But no, yeah, I wish I would have read that one, but didn't have enough time.
All right.
Oh, what was your rating on it?
4.
4. Yeah, solid 4.
Solid 4. I want to read the next one. Next up, Fantastic Four #1. I'm going to put this cover up because a lot of people want these covers. This is everybody's saying subscribe me, and they want the black and white cover because they're going to do one of each one. That's Alex Ross.
I follow Alex Ross on YouTube, and that's actually based on an action figure that he made. A big old action figure.
Yeah, it's been known that he made figures of the whole team.
Yeah, and that's what he uses to draw, to make sure that he gets all the proportions.
Now I know why they call him Fantastic. I could see that bulge on the side of his leg. Look at it.
I don't know if it's just me, but this looks like... I don't know if it's just me, but this looks like Anson Mount, the guy that played Black
It's
Bulb.
just sliding, right? Okay.
Yeah.
That's you're fantasizing.
It is.
50% of it is you.
Yeah. Sorry.
This is my pick of the week.
Mm-hmm.
I really enjoyed the story. The writer really knows how to write these characters from a place, I think, of love. Marvel has been putting out a lot of really good Fantastic Four stories. This was excellent. Ben and his wife are laying low at a little town that's stuck in a time loop. And generally nice people, even when they have their moments, so they want to help them get out of the loop. And it's a really, really nice stories, like personal stories in here. I dug the hell out of it.
Yeah, I mean, it was a departure for #1 too, because but did you read the letter afterwards? The letters part?
No,
he touched upon
your friend came in. Yeah,
yeah. So he touched upon the writer was touching upon why, because he went to Tom Brevoort, who's been the editor on Fantastic Four forever, and he kind of wrote to him and he says, "Okay, this is the thing that I want to do. The Fantastic Four are fun. 2, the Fantastic Four are adventurers. 3, then the Fantastic Four can do anything, and 4, the Fantastic Four are accessible."
Yeah,
and this falls into that. This is it seems to be almost like a one-shot story using Thing and Alicia Masters, and I haven't kept up with Fantastic Four, so I don't know what has happened before this issue.
I've been bouncing around a lot between since Life Story, which was also phenomenal. We have some copies left if you want to pick them up. But I haven't read any of like the mainline Fantastic Four stories. This is the first one I've read in a while, and it's really good. And yeah, I do want to read not just the next issue, but whatever is leading up to this. Because it was a lot of fun, had a lot of heart. It was a really funny book. And you know, some comics you already have like the characters' voices in your head while you're reading it. This is it 100% for me. So it's again my pick of the week.
Yeah, sorry, I was like looking at other stuff while you were talking. Yeah, this has been it was a great story. It got to the point. It was fun. It kind of reminded me for some reason Hellboy.
Kind of the humor,
like I walk into the thing and I'm now in a weird fucking situation.
And the heart, kind of the randomness, because it starts off pretty random. but
Yeah.
you know,
They kind of get two and two together and
Yeah.
they put it together. It was really good. It was an excellent read. I really dug it.
we have a lot of great covers. A lot of great covers. If you still want to claim one or pick this one up.
Yeah, it's
Although that is, I think, probably the best of the covers.
Yeah, and I have to say that it is probably my pick of the week also for it. It was a pleasant surprise. Because I thought it was going to be, oh man, there's going to be a setup for another crazy fucking thing or anything. But
it's actually quite toned down from some of the events. Oh, and to me, you probably heard me, lots of literal laugh out loud moments.
Yeah. So it was very, very fucking good. I really dug it. Great fucking read. Good art. Good sequentials. Pick of the week, 5 out of 5. Read Fantastic Four. It's been really good. It was a fun thing to get back into. I'm actually looking forward. If they're going to stick to their guns and what they're doing, I want to see this.
I hope so too, because this is the first family of Marvel.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, they definitely are.
Yeah.
That was one of the first comics I ever read.
Fantastic Four. Yeah.
So many great characters have been introduced through the Fantastic Four, and it really deserves to get a lot of respect, which it hasn't in the past.
Now, when Alicia Masters jumps on top of Thing on the bed, were they gonna fuck?
I think so.
How do you fuck the Thing?
Also,
got a rock hard cock.
I mean, no matter what, it's gonna be covered in it.
He still has rock on the surface, and he has some organics under the surface.
Yeah, but it's like invulnerable. Like it's invulnerable, super strength.
Yeah.
All this other stuff, you know? Like, I'm just saying.
Well,
like,
the rock is like an exoskeleton, but he still has a skeleton inside.
Yeah, but he's still massive. I mean, no matter how you do it, I mean.
Oh, it'll hurt.
How do they?
I don't know, man.
Give him a hand job? I mean, what the?
I mean, it's gotta be.
Forget your arm. Why are you doing this with your arm? Like you're gonna figure out something about the things. And Stan Lee never answered that question in Mallrats. Is it covered in orange rock too?
Yeah.
Which I imagine it is. Why wouldn't it be?
But there are different rocks that are like softer than like concrete.
It's a rock.
But they're rocks that you could chew with your teeth.
You fucking want to. I think you want to. Whatever. 5 out of 5, folks. Great fucking read. Very awesome. Next up, Sabretooth and the Exiles. Did you read it? Anybody read it?
No, I wasn't able to get to it. I wasn't able to get the last two.
I read it just because the original, the Sabretooth series that was there last one, I read the first 2 issues. I dug it. I didn't get to finish reading it because it got bought out. And, once you miss an issue or 2, you're like, fuck, now I got to catch up on the other end. But I kind of knew what was going on because I was reading updates on it. And I was reading this one, so it's a continuance of this one, but now with the Exiles. And these are the guys that were exiles from Krakoa and everything else is going on, kind of continuing what's happening, and Sabretooth being this lone anti-hero bastard asshole that he is. It was a good story. It was actually interesting. I want to see what's going on. I kind of want to know. It's funny to see Orphan Maker and this other thing running around too. This weird anti-team that they are as mutants.
Marvel has been doing a lot with Marauders, with Exiles. Do you think they're going to do something in the MCU? Maybe a series or something?
Oh, that's going to be time. I don't know. When they finally decide to put that X on stuff, I mean, I feel like we're going to be... they're going to starve us really hardcore before they do that. Before they decide to introduce it into the MCU. And then we're going to be throwing up fucking X-Men shit everywhere. It's going to be ad nauseum.
Alright, would you rather be starved of content or be given some of the shit that we've been given lately?
It depends. I mean, I don't know. I can't say right now that there's an X-Men book that I'm a fan of. Like, I'm not like... I always had a hankering to sit down and, like, finish reading Marauders. I've had a hankering to just be following X-Men Red because it has some really cool highlights. But there hasn't been any real X-Men book that I've been like, oh shit, I gotta read it. Even though I've heard good stuff about Legacy.
I've heard a lot of good things from X-Men Red, but back when Taylor was writing it.
So that's the thing.
Yeah.
So because of that, I haven't had a hankering to sit down with it. It's too many titles. It's too many things. I always have this feeling like I'm gonna miss out on something. Yeah. X-Men Red, number 1, I remember reading it and I dug it. That's why I did the effort to read the Sabretooth thing, and I was like, oh shit, this is cool. They're not introducing, but they're using these characters that were they're these X-Men that come in, and even when they debut, they're like the B-level characters. To then they become C characters.
Yeah,
so now these C characters are kind of in the forefront, and to see how they work out.
I think Marvel's is still trying to reproduce the magic that they got with Guardians. I mean, they tried that with the Eternals, and that misfired horribly, I think.
Well, the Eternals wasn't a superhero movie. If you really look at it, it wasn't. There was nothing in it that made us go wild. Nothing to go and say, "Oh, look at this." Nothing to grab us. It was like, "Oh, this is this thing. Check it out. You're gonna like it because the guy flies and shoots rays out of his eyes or whatever." And it was a lot of debating. You know, it wasn't. It's supposed to be cataclysmic. Didn't it feel cataclysmic?
No, and to me, the best part of that movie, if you can even say it was the best part, were the villains. The weird creatures.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah,
that was. They were better than the Eternals, I think.
Yeah, a lot of it was just very, very, and I think that's because I most likely think it's because you have Angelina Jolie, you have Selma Hayek, you have a lot of actors with names.
Yeah,
and so they come in and they kind of say, "Well, I don't like this." Yeah, can we change this? And that's where I think too many cooks. And you had a director that didn't give a fuck about it. But getting back to the book, as long as you have people that give a shit, it's going to be interesting. I like Sabretooth. I like him being. They're making Sabretooth what Wolverine was.
Yeah.
Wolverine was the asshole of the group.
These are
no, this guy's just more evil. He's just willing. He'll cut you for real. Wolverine would fake it. You know.
One of the last Goblin Fests, I picked up Mark Teixeira's run on Sabretooth. That was fantastic.
Yeah, but that's you know what? You go back to that, and it's like, yeah, it looks fucking amazing, but it's already hokey and aged. It's not. The stories are kind of whatever.
I liked Sabretooth. Was one of my favorite characters back in the days. I really did enjoy the character up until the point where in one of the issues of New Mutants, he fights Caliban. And Caliban supposedly kills him. There's an issue that Sabretooth dies.
Well, didn't Caliban take away mutant powers, or he knows and nullifies them? Yeah.
And he fucked him up. He broke him in half, tore him apart, destroyed him. And he should have stayed dead, but they brought him back.
Yeah, how many times have they brought back Wolverine just to kill him off again?
Yeah.
That's the thing. So that was the whole idea with this one, and him being as wily as he is. You know, it's interesting. It's interesting. He's a bloody, more violent Wolverine, which I think we need right now because Wolverine's now fucking Mr. Sensitive.
That
so it's
episode of Wolverine where Sabretooth tells him, "I'm your dad." That was a great book.
Yeah, that was Wolverine number 10.
They should have fucking
Wolverine 10, the Unlimited series.
They've done so many different changes over the time.
Look, dude, I'm one of those guys that I hated Wolverine Origins. I didn't like the Jamie Howlett whole thing that he's from the fucking Victorian times. The bullshit that they did with that. All those things, I'm like, all right, whatever. I didn't care.
It would have been awesome if Sabretooth would have been like,
The Sabretooth with the dad, I didn't like it too much, but I thought if he was lying, what a great mindfuck.
Yeah.
Like, if he's just being a... But that's the thing, Sabretooth's Sabretooth's rapey. Like, he...
They did nothing with that.
No, I know, they dropped it. That was probably editors, they're probably Marvel. They're probably like, nah, don't do that.
He's Wolverine's half-brother. Older half-brother.
Who?
Sabretooth. That was one of the canons.
Well, supposedly there was the groundkeeper that fucked his mom, is the one that fucked his mom, and then that's how Wolverine was born, and that's how him and Sabretooth, they would grow up on the same thing.
Yeah.
And fucking groundkeeper Willie was their fucking dad, which wasn't, because then they said it was Romulus, this fucking other dude. No, they've done a lot of shit. Yeah. There was at one point Wolverine wasn't a mutant. He's part of a race of people. And that was another thing. They luckily threw that out.
They also did something similar with Wolverine, like they're doing with Hulk, where every time Wolverine dies, he has to fight in the afterlife to come back. Yeah. That was really stupid. It was really stupid when they did it.
I don't know. Was it fucking lawn gnomes that came to life? Fucking mole people?
Yeah.
Beady fucking eyes. I know I've dropped him off in his house. I know he's going back there and into a hole.
Yeah, he does. Yeah. He goes back into a hole.
Exactly.
My gnome house.
By the way, I saw Julio Valle today, and I'm very excited. He's going to do the Camp-You-Gnome? Yeah. I can't wait to see that.
I'm learning a book from. Yeah.
I can't wait to see the Camp-You-Gnome t-shirt. We will be making the Camp-You-Gnome t-shirt. If no gnome can, what's it say?
If no gnomes can fix it, no, if I can't fix it, no gnomes can.
Yeah. There you go.
And this is when it's just like,
Hey, that's 100% on you guys.
No, I love it. I love it. I love
oh my
it.
god,
I
so
can
bad.
see that. I can see you in your own shop and calling yourself the CompuGnome.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. I would take my computers to get fixed by CompuGnome.
And I could see me deep throating a shotgun.
There you go.
Anyway, so this book, 3 out of 5. If you're an X-Men fan, 4 out of 5.
Yeah.
For sure. It was a damn good story. I want to read the next one. Next up, what else should I do next?
I didn't read Black Panther.
You didn't read Black Panther? Because you hate black people.
Speaking of Black Panther, they're watching the movie
Yeah,
tonight.
yeah, so Leo and Anthony are watching it. We're supposed to watch it Sunday. I don't know. I might go fucking Sunday and go watch it or something. I don't know.
I still haven't seen Black Adam, so I'm like, eh.
I haven't seen Black Adam. I haven't seen...
Because you don't like black people. You don't want anything black. No black. No black. I don't want to see...
Didn't see Thor: Love and Thunder.
Mhm.
I haven't seen one.
Women empowerment. You hate that.
Look, it's probably...
That I do not like. Think
Oh,
women should
right.
be in the kitchen where they belong.
And just as Fabian says, the chat is quiet tonight. Now everyone's going to be like...
For sure.
No, I think most people already
wait a
expect
second.
that.
We're going to be in the book fair next week.
Mhm.
And we have tickets to give away, don't we?
Yeah, but there's
Wait,
only
is it
2
next
people.
week?
Yeah, okay.
Wait, is it next week or the week after?
Next week.
Next weekend.
Next weekend. Okay.
This weekend,
Yeah.
we're going to be...
At the Miami Lakes market.
Yeah.
But he hasn't answered me back. I haven't taken the shit. I haven't sent the form. Did he tell you? Like,
Send the form like now.
oh, God.
Not right now. We're doing a show, but yeah, send the form.
Multitasking.
Yeah.
Well,
so-
Fabian's watching. Fabian...
All right, wait. Do you guys want me to be here or be over there?
I don't know.
On Saturday?
Yeah.
Be here.
Okay.
Be here. We'll do the show then.
Yeah. But, cause that's the other thing, too. I don't know if they're doing, because the stupid, like, they didn't cancel anything because of the hurricane, did they? Yeah, I know, but they didn't cancel anything. did they?
Supposedly Sunday's going to be... Friday and Saturday going to be a beautiful day.
Hopefully, because we need it.
Anyway.
It'll be a nice day to do the market again,
Yeah.
but I don't know.
No, we're doing our own market.
Yeah.
You should come with us. Oh, no, you can't. You
Yeah,
can't stay here.
who's gonna be here?
Yeah. Yeah.
Very sorry for you. You'll go to the Sunday one.
There's a Sunday one. Do you think Saturday and Sunday?
Yeah. I
Well,
would like to stay home.
Okay, so have we figured out the finalized for the book fair? Am I gonna be here? Or am I gonna be with you?
we're not talking about that now, man. Jesus Christ.
To the books, yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway,
See, we
he
done
wants to
that.
do the fucking, like, the work schedule. Can I take out the fucking... Anyway, Black Panther Unconquered.
Didn't read
Number
it.
1. You didn't read it?
No, I didn't have
All right, I read it. It was pretty good. Kind of like gets into the whole Bass thing about Black Panther and Wakanda. I feel like some of these stories are a little weaker, and they're just not driving me to anything. They're not like, oh shit, this is cool, or oh man, this is like leading to something. It's just kind of eh. But it's not horrible. It's not like a bad fucking book. I'm not seeing anything that's like, wow, grabbing me. Just like the Sabretooth book had something. Even Fantastic Four was like not like a regular Fantastic Four story,
Yeah.
but it had a hook. This one kind of felt like a backup story, and they said, oh, let's give it, a book.
The problem I think with Black Panther is they're giving it to a bunch of people who've never read a Black Panther comic.
I mean, I feel like this book came out this week because Black Panther's coming out, and they want to,
Yeah.
But, so for me, it was like a 3 out of 5. It's an okay read, 2.5 out of 5. It was all right read. I don't even care, I can't say I'm waiting for the next one.
Yeah. So it's about exciting as Little John.
No,
Oh, no, I think way more exciting than that.
Anything's way more. Oh, so
Why do we have this here?
Oh, because I did actually read that. And we have plenty of copies in the shop if you want to come by and grab one.
Well, we have Detective Comics number 38. First appearance of Robin. I mean, what was that? And Little John read it.
I love these things. Again, I like seeing the old stories in modern day papers and inks. And this is a great story to grab.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you can get the complete works of shit. I just like looking at the articles. Because, like, you see the ads in the back. Like,
Yeah.
wow.
Let me
see that.
you can get the
Grab me
complete...
Little John?
You can get the complete... the works of 25 great authors. The complete works of Shakespeare.
Yeah.
And then these are not only Batman books. These have other comics in them.
Yeah.
So you got like the Crimson Avenger.
Oh, this is great. This is great.
Mm-hmm.
It's like Went back in time.
Had it not been for
Holy
the
shit.
Fantastic Four, this probably would have been my pick of the week.
And it's funny because they put different stuff. You can get a Daisy air rifle in there.
Yeah,
You can build a Cape Cod cottage for $1.
yeah, they're a time capsule. They're a time capsule of comics.
You can buy an amazing printing press
A printing press.
for $2.
I feel like calling.
Build a Cape Cod cottage.
Get calling. There's not even a phone number. It's
A
all
Cape Cod cottage for $1. You can build
Yeah.
a Cape Cod cottage
Cape Cod
for
cottage.
$1.
There's a Slam Bradley strip in here. A lot of different comics you can really get into. They have action comics, adventure comics, detective comics with Superman, the Sandman,
Fun comics.
Batman, All American comics with Ultraman, fun comics with the Spectre, and Flash comics with the Flash. So I mean,
Great to be back in these days again.
yeah, right.
Yeah.
Where men were men and women were women.
No, I mean, I just...
And the
buy
racism
copies.
was
Well,
the poverty line was super low, and the mortality rate was through the roof.
You know, even then, I think people were generally happier back then.
Who the fuck? How? Where is that based
it
on?
was a simpler time. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Simpler. Who were they asking?
I mean, okay, it's like... You go to India, even the poorest people there are still very happy people. They don't put, like, focus on materialistic shit. It's family related shit. You know?
They would stab you to death to have half the things you have.
Yeah.
I look that they're happy or not. Yeah, probably. Fuck yeah, why not? Okay, and the spiritual and all this other shit. But if knowing what you know, if we went 20 years in the future right now, and I saw the future and it was a good feeling future and it's better than it is now, I would hate fucking coming back here. You know, it would fucking suck. You drop me in the fucking 70s right now, I'd slit my own fucking throat.
No, I'll be happy as a motherfucker in the 70s.
Cheap
What?
cocaine.
Knowing what you know, or just going back?
Hey, knowing, well, I would be a baby if I go back to the 70s.
Mm-hmm.
But if I go now, knowing what I know to the 70s, oh man, I'll be killing
Oh, of course. But that's not the situation, is it?
Yeah.
That's not the situation.
So what would be
Well,
the
nobody
situation?
knows. Because you had to look, fucking in the 70s, there was a murder rate that was through the fucking roof. People were shooting the shit out of each other all over the fucking place. The early 80s, too.
Here in Hialeah, we had the doors open. Raul Martinez was here. It was good.
What are you talking about? 83, there was a serial killer. He killed somebody in fucking, in Amelia Earhart.
Nah, that's fine. Raul Martinez.
Yeah, everyone talks out of their ass.
Everybody tends to romanticize the things that they like.
Yes, of
The
course.
90s were awesome too.
90s were good too, but I wouldn't want to fucking go back. A 56K modem, no fucking access to a lot of the shit.
Computers. I don't need computers.
Dude, I'd like to go back,
I would
grab a
hate-
bunch of stuff,
I would like for
stash
computers to
it
go
somewhere.
You like them for computers to go away
Yeah.
because
Away. I don't like them.
oh,
You're like fucking DMX over here, a technophobe.
I don't like computers.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Anyway, what about this fucking relic? This
I
facsimile.
like it's reading the old stories and the old
pretty
art.
Awesome. As a matter
Yeah.
of fact, I was
Yeah.
just going through it right now.
No, it's funny. It's got great to see. Like
Yeah.
the comic structure was just like, I mean, as a comic book artist, this is fucking great. I'd be like, wow, okay, box, draw, box, draw. And even though the artwork, I mean, they were producing artwork really fucking fast back then.
Yeah.
You know, a comic book artist
It was
wasn't
lots
making a
simpler.
page a day. There's a lot of stuff in here, and you had to make it simpler because there was plate technology. They were just fucking, you know, you had only a certain amount of colors.
Like I said, all these stories are like a time capsule.
Kenny Calderon just joined.
Well, it's
Hey,
Kenny Calderon.
Kenny.
I love
Yeah.
Kenny Calderon, amazing artist. Kenny Calderon.
Amazing artist,
Kenny
gentleman,
Calderon.
lover.
Yeah, love her. Yeah, love her.
Kenny
Oh,
Calderon,
There's certainly a lot of people that love Kenny.
Romantic man.
man of romance, mystery,
Yeah.
Adventure.
Man of mystery, yeah.
adventure.
There's a lot of things about Kenny.
Yeah, Kenny.
Didn't we
Kenny.
have one of his exes leave a comment on our
You
YouTube?
don't need to fucking talk about that, you fucking
Kenny has lots
asshat.
of exes.
There's a lot of,
There's thousands of them.
yeah, they can't hold a
You know.
fucking candle to Melissa, so shut the fuck
Yeah,
up.
exactly.
Jesus Christ.
And you
What
wish
the
What? She was
fucking
crazy.
you wish you were a pube on Kenny's balls.
Yeah, exactly.
No, because I'm pretty sure he shaves.
Yeah. Oh,
Right now.
he probably has. Yeah, I mean, his head
Yeah, I
shaves,
can
his
see
balls.
Kenny.
I imagine it's like smooth and chocolatey.
Yeah.
You
Smells
know,
like cocoa butter.
It smells like cocoa butter. Yeah. Like it's like a refined chocolate, like a nice Belgium chocolate.
Yeah.
Like, you know, But it's
Oh, he wants to plug his book.
yeah, go ahead, Kenny.
Sure.
Let your
Anything you want, Kenny.
your smooth balls and smooth. I mean, yeah.
Yeah. He manscapes. You see, he does.
He manscapes. He's a manscapes.
You wish you were a haircut. His taint.
His
That he
taint.
misses.
But, you know,
On occasion, he misses it.
you would be a step up
Yes.
if you were
A
a spare fucking pendejo.
Yeah. A taint
And his
hair.
underwear.
Yeah.
Not
That's
even
how much
attached.
we love Kenny Calderon.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he could have played this book live.
Yeah, he should bring his book over. Can he join us? Or maybe?
I don't know. I have no control of that from here.
Kenny, Tuesday, we'll be here. Bring your book.
Yeah. Well, it's a Kickstarter for his art book.
Well, you can bring it and show his art.
He can show his art. He doesn't have a physical book. Hence why he has to have the Kickstarter.
Oh.
Yeah, but he has
You know?
a physical form that he could present here.
Yeah,
can show
he
like
wants to-
pages.
yeah, exactly. If he wants to do that, you can come in Tuesday or next Thursday.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
We love
I'm out for it.
We love smelling him, too.
You smell him.
Yeah.
Just kind of be near him, you
Fresh
know?
and clean.
Just to be near him,
Yeah.
you know? Just like,
Yeah.
you know,
Makes you feel good.
makes you feel good. He like looks at you and he does that little.
He does that thing with his eye, like he raises one eyebrow. Yeah, he does that. Yeah, he does that. I like when he does
I
that.
worked on my Kenny Calderon.
I like when he does that.
You know.
Yeah. Kenny.
The Art of Kenny Calderon, Volume 1 is live on Kickstarter, guys. You need to get at it. I'm going to copy this and put it in the Discord.
You know what? If you get that book, you'll get laid.
Most likely.
Yeah. If you have that book, you will definitely get laid.
I think we can move on to the... Or maybe we can skip Ninja Funk.
No, we gotta talk about Ninja Fuck. Ninja Fuck is out good.
Yeah, we got to put it in the book. You know.
Here, grab this.
Um,
Two grades. This one here.
I didn't read this one. Did you
I
read it?
did.
2 Graves. Okay. So, you want to talk about this one next?
Yeah. I guess.
Okay.
yeah,
So I haven't said anything.
all right. Wait, so what out of 5, what are we talking about here? The Detective Comics.
Hold it up, John.
Can you really rate these? I mean, this, like I said, this would have been my pick of the week because I love the old
The
stories.
first Robin.
Yeah.
Not just the first Robin. Everything in here is absolute gold. I wish they would do something like this with some of the older books, like reprint the older Dick Tracy's. Just a lot of the older books.
Well, you can get them in compilations. There's tombs of Dick Tracy. Dick Tracy wasn't a comic; it was a strip.
Hey, Dick Tracy.
Yeah.
Dick Tracy was a strip.
So
And they have him, the yellow kid. You get those
Yeah,
shoes.
that's what my dad called Dick Tracy. Dick Tracy, Dick Tracy.
I'm still waiting.
No,
for-
Bebo, ¿qué niño quiere ir a ver Dick Tracy?
I'm not sure they've done one. So I've been looking for any of the facsimiles of Amazing Spider-Man number 15. And
Amazing Fantasy number 15?
Spider-Man 15.
Why Spider-Man 15 was
First Craven the Hunter.
That's a good book.
Yeah, probably later on.
Yeah.
It comes down the pipeline.
Hopefully,
They just did Amazing Spider-Man 1. I mean, they're
Yeah.
probably doing it very slowly.
hopefully they'll do it before the movie, and I hope the movie does not suck as bad as Warren Beast did.
Actually, speaking of Craven, this week Spider-Man really, really good.
But what are we talking about right now?
Right now, we're kicking back into Image's first issue of Two
Graves.
Graves.
I know nothing about this. I
God,
did not
there's
read
a lot
it.
going on in there. I don't know what to say. I don't know if the girl's dead or is she alive.
What's the story? Let's see.
Okay.
Series premiere. Amelia and the man with the veil of smoke have set out for the ocean in a stolen truck. There is a bloody handprint on his neck. She's beginning to worry it's hers. Death and the maiden go on a road trip. Nobody gets out alive. A new series from writer Genevieve Valentine. She did Catwoman. Illustrating competing point of views by Annie Wu, Hawkeye, Black Canary, and Ming Doyle, what was it? The Banks DC Comics Anatomy of a Metahuman.
All right.
So there's that.
This book. Okay. First of all, now they're saying that the guy is covered in smoke. I couldn't even tell it was smoke. I thought it was a guy who died and somebody put a plastic bag over his head. And you know, like in Beetlejuice, people stay with it, something they killed him. And I thought it was a plastic bag. That's how badly it's drawn. I didn't enjoy it. I didn't enjoy this book at all. I think that this girl is going out getting revenge on the first thing is that they're in a bar, and supposedly this guy frequents this bar once a year, and it's where he met this girl that he supposedly killed. She goes on a ride with him, he's taking her to some place, and the guy with the smokehead, and they say smokehead, stands in front of the truck. The truck squeals to a stop, and they kill the guy pretty quick. And then they bury him in some kind of desert area.
Okay.
Then they go visit this old lady, and the old lady. So the guy with the smokehead, I guess, is dead, and this girl is supposedly dead herself. I'm not sure what's going on. It goes into this thing that with Greek mythology, Persephone's, and they start talking about Persephone's and how she lived in.
It's high literary action.
It was bullshit. Okay, I know that these people at Key Collector put this as a key of the week. Thank God that we only ordered 2 copies of these, and
I didn't. I don't think I ordered this.
I think I ordered it then.
Then you grabbed them and you.
So we have 1 copy left. I don't think anybody should have to go through this book. It's a turd. It is the turd of the week.
So, the flush.
No, this is beyond the flush. This is the fucking turd that goes down the toilet when you flush. The art's not bad. It's got some points in it. But, man, the writing's all over the place. These writers, when they want to become... They're writing a fucking comic book. And they want to be doing like a poem.
Shakespeare.
Shakespeare makes, is way better than this. And this is like they just want to complicate it. And I just do not like it at all. This book was awful from end to, well, in the beginning it did captivate. I'm not going to lie. In the beginning when they're in the bar and they drive. But then when they go to Persephone's and all this other stuff, and they're talking about eating a pomegranate, and she ate 1 pomegranate seed a day. Like, what the fuck are you bringing this up for? I don't give a fuck about Persephone's and her eating a pomegranate seed. Garbage, turd, possibly the one of, well, no. I don't know what to say. I'm angry that I wasted time reading it. I want to punch myself in the face for reading this book.
Okay.
So 1 solid punch in the face is what I get.
I didn't read it, but I could see where you're coming from. It's a little highfalutin.
Yeah. Fuck her. That writer's a cocksucker. She thinks her shit don't stink. She go to hell.
Okay, jeez. I don't know if it's that bad. I mean, I see what people are trying to go for, and it's a lot of it is a high literary kind of fucking thing. It's the idea. It's sometimes about the notes they're not playing, man.
Yeah, I hate that.
It takes some thinking to really enjoy it. The comparison to Death and the Maiden, that's a whole other story. It's about a woman who has a doctor who she believes is the one who tortured her years before, and the tension behind that is considered a literary classic. I don't see that here, so I don't know what that's about. Maybe it flips it on its script on the end, but I can see it not being enjoyable.
If they would not have gone into this whole Greek mythology thing and got in, because they just take a sharp turn into this Persephone's.
A book that did it really well recently is Vineyard or Vineyard.
I didn't read that one, but this one should not have gone the way it went. It was okay with it was doing, and they should have stayed in that thing. And there wasn't a lot of dialogue. It was.
But see,
the writing was The writing was her thinking about what he's thinking about, and then he's thinking. And they write about what he's thinking about her. So it was like they're not interacting. They're just thinking about each other. And like, oh, I wonder if she thinks this. Oh, I wonder if he... Fuck that. Just fucking... Let's have some dialogue. Instead of...
You wanted to engage with you more.
Yeah, and they didn't. It wasn't engaging. Mm-hmm. It had potential where it was going in the beginning. But then I lost interest.
What do you think this book thinks it's better than you?
Yeah, that book thinks it's better than all of us.
Anyway, so out of 5?
No, that's 0.
Negatives?
That's a total shit.
That's a piece of shit. Did you read it?
No,
Johnny,
I didn't read it.
Can you give John your key because I don't have it on me right now?
Sure.
It's probably in the fucking register. The monkey key?
I left it in my other pants because I took out the key. I was going to give it to
Oh my god.
to Johnny. So
I got my key.
there you go. I got it, Johnny.
You got it?
Here, Johnny. Here you go. Thank you, sir. Thank you. So that book, yeah, like Little John says, that book thinks that it's better than us.
Yeah.
And I
It's
don't
hyper.
like people who think that they're better than us.
It's wearing a tuxedo and it's looking
Yeah.
down on you and it's
So,
just...
yeah, definitely deterred.
Okay. All right, turn of the week from John.
Yeah,
I didn't read it, so I don't. I'm not gonna defend it nor get into it. Next up from Whatnot Publishing, Ninja Funk. Did you guys read it?
We have lots of copies of those, so don't fucking badmouth it.
I read it.
What?
Ninja Funk is
By the way, this is the reason why I do my research. I saw what this was about. I read that before. I did it on the FOCs. This is why I do the FOCs, guys. And I thought, nah, I don't want to get into it. It looked like a literary comic that's being highfalutin.
Yeah, it's a literary
This is the Frasier, of comic books. you know?
no. I enjoy Frasier, and I think you do too.
But in that sense of like,
Frasier is one of the best shows. Okay, this is nothing but a bunch of weird scenarios and references.
Yeah, I didn't want to read it. I didn't
Like-
see the art or anything.
His costume is literally Wolf from Power Rangers SPD, minus the face shield. That's all it is. We have another character in here who is essentially Lord Kanti from Fooly Cooly, only smaller, and the book pretty much starts off with this. I did read this, but I have no idea what the hell happens in this book. It's another one, really weird writing style. Juan says it's like in prose, but I can follow prose. This feels nothing like a bunch of different references to stuff that happened in other properties, whether it's another comic book or a show or...
I just
think that this is Whatnot making a money grab.
well, it's all a money grab. It's business.
The art isn't terrible.
If it wasn't a money grab, it would be a free comic online.
All right,
Yeah.
all right. You want to know what? You did a free comic online.
Yeah.
Why? Because I love comics. Okay?
Yeah.
We did Creature because why? Because we love comics. We're in a comic book shop. Why?
Because we love comics.
Yeah.
And we do this because
I don't think it necessarily looks like it is a passion project. It's what they want. My problem with it is the way it reads and everything else. It's so far up its own ass that it seems like it's like it because I think there's like music that goes with it and everything else. It has too many toppings. You ever seen those videos where they make a burger and you're like, oh man, that looks good, like a burger good. Oh, they put cheese. Oh man, that cheese looks good. Oh, they got it. And then they put like, oh, they're gonna put chili peppers, and then they put this thing, and then they put another thing, and then there's another bacon, and now we're gonna put a cucumber sauce. It's like, what the fuck? What are you making finally?
Where will this end?
I
And,
don't like the art on this. I don't like that they put borders where there should be a full bleed on that page right there. There should be a full bleed. That full page. That should be a full bleed.
Well, that's what happens when you're a pussy about full bleeds.
Okay, and I'm a pussy about full bleeds.
Yeah.
But I like my borders. But when
This is again, they did full bleeds because they're pussies, and
there should be full
Borders
bleeds in a lot of these.
they don't
pages.
want to get into the 1/4 quarter and the cutting and the this and that. And maybe it's how it's drawn. I just think I've seen everything. It is something that's been taken from everyone. The main character's name is Laser Wolf. There's a fucking bar here called Laser Wolf. You know,
Is
it's
it a gay bar?
no, it's not a gay bar. I don't
Wait,
go there
it
anymore.
also sounds like an 80s.
I closed that place down. That's how
Damn.
gay it was.
Damn.
I fucking what? Like that, like a Viking or rowing boats, like that through the fucking sea. That's how I fucking closed it. No, but I think it just has a lot of derivative stuff in it.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel like it's an original voice. I think it's enthusiastic. They want to get it but it's juvenile at best. And then the whole thing idea is like, we're gonna bring funk back to the funk planet so that funk can be funky funk. And yeah, and then they write everything in this kind of weird manner that's almost like slam poetry. So to me, it's all fucking really, really, really weak. It's just so fucking, like, all of it just seems juvenile. This might be somebody's first comic or something that they created, and they're getting put a lot of love in it. I think the drawing's really kind of good. There's some parts that the drawing was weak as shit, and then it got good in other parts. So that has that amateur quality of when
To me,
somebody.
it feels like
Yeah.
a book that a dad
Everybody-
wrote for their kid.
Damn.
I wouldn't go that far. I think this is what they think is cool and whatever. And I don't think they're playing to that audience, but they're just driving from too many things.
Way
The
too many
TV ad
things.
and everything else. And then on top of that, like I think everybody just looks cool all the time.
Yeah,
and it doesn't do anything. It doesn't say anything. Even when it does the crescendo and there's the big fight and there's a thing that he has, it doesn't makes me not give a fuck. So I just was to me it was a very bland comic. It was just like for all the effects and everything else. In the end, you have so much shit there. I didn't taste anything.
Yeah.
And that's my biggest problem with that book. So because of that, for me, it's not horrible, but it's not great. It's not, and I don't wish anything bad to Whatnot. I don't want anything bad for them. They've done a lot for the comic book industry for being a service and being whatever. But I think them stepping into this is them saying, well, we're Whatnot, fuck you. We'll do whatever. This could stand to have some editing. This could stand to have somebody overseeing it and saying, hey, let's make this a little bit sharper. Let's make this a little bit better. I think they ran through.
Who have no idea how to make a comic.
Well, the other thing was they produced Alpha Betas, which also came out, which sold 45,000 copies. Yeah. Look, let's not fucking shit on that.
Yeah.
Hey, if they're moving units, that's good, bro. That's good for the industry. It's good for all of us. So we need to have that. But are you moving good shit or bad shit? Or is this all because Whatnot made a comic, I gotta buy it?
Yeah, that reminds me of this book on Kickstarter that made like $3 million when Kickstarter didn't want to release the funds. That book looks like ass, like total ass. Not even amateur. Yeah. I think it's called Asim or some shit. It's really bad. I wouldn't even.
A lot of these things, this is the thing. That's where they're coming from.
$3 million.
I mean, going back to this, like this is the reason why. Look, they just got their partnership with Heavy Metal magazine. Whatnot is partnered with Heavy Metal. They pretty much bought Heavy Metal.
Yeah.
Fuck.
So I think it's them going, we need to have a brand, because Whatnot is one thing. Heavy Metal's another.
Yeah.
Heavy Metal's a fucking mainstay. Yeah. We know this for all. 2 creature artists have done covers for Heavy Metal magazine. We were readers and beaters to fucking
I'm telling you right now, that's the curse. Whoever buys Heavy Metal falls into the Heavy Metal pit.
Yeah,
is done.
I think
that's going to be the beginning.
Sumerian is doing what probably should be in Heavy Metal books these days.
What?
That was
Sumerian.
That was a little tricky.
Let's not get into that yet. We
already did that one.
When? What are you talking about?
We haven't done that one.
Oh, we haven't.
No.
Oh.
That's why.
Why was he here in the?
Because somebody was moving stuff. Okay. My thing is just coming back to it. I think that there's 2 things that could happen. Either they're smelling their own farts and they're like, we're Whatnot, we can print anything, you're gonna buy it because you're stupid.
Or they're experimenting.
And then I go and say, well, what's the long run? Because if you don't have a book, look, man, we still have people bugging us for Tommy, bugging us for Forgive Me, Father, bugging us for Ravenous.
Yeah.
What's the long run? What's the long run? Did you make something that people still give a fuck?
We are hopefully going to get back into tennis. This is the game shop is done.
Yeah. We have a lot of other shit. Yeah, we both talked about it already. Yeah. I hate going to a con and selling Funkos. I don't fucking want to go to...
I want to just...
Not to insult the people that sell Funkos at cons, but that's bullshit.
Yeah, I want to get back into publishing, and that's where my passion's at.
Yeah.
And I can't wait to just...
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, let Little John run this place.
And like, look, you know why? It's fun to be at a comic book shop.
Yeah.
I like that part. The pricing shit and did we sell enough? And
not every comic book shop is like this comic book shop, because if you go hang out at another comic book shop, they'll throw you out if you say the things that we say in this one.
Yeah.
Try to say, I sucked the dick last night at Tate's.
The other day, some guy was in there. These 2 guys were in there, and they were like, "That." It's like, man, but that looks like fucking shit. And then he looked at me, and he was like, "Hey, man, I'm sorry if I cursed in your shop." And I'm like, "What the fuck did you say?" I'm like, "What the fuck did you say?" Like, I was like, "Dude, we've said so much worse here."
We want this to be an environment for people who are into comic books, love comic books, and talk about them, can criticize them. Not just the comic book, the whole comic book industry.
Well, if you love somebody, you help them, and even if it's detrimental to it.
Exactly.
So even as an industry, we love comics, so we like to see anything, and we want it to do good.
Yeah.
So this is we're not tearing this down to be dicks.
No,
we're just saying, like, dude, do fucking more. You have the money, you have the thing. They invested in cover artists. I mean, the cover art.
Half-assed cover. It looks like it's unfinished to me.
Yeah, and then it's like, but then they had all these other guys, like David Mack did a cover.
Yeah.
And let's see, You got David Mack, Kirkham did a cover, Moffat did a cover.
They should have hit you up.
Well, you know.
They could have hit up Kenny Conroy.
Kevin Eastman did the 1 in 100. Boss Logic, also that guy's a big digital painter. You know, there could have been more to it. They pushed the cover angle. You know, so look where they're coming from. Let's put, you know, the classic Dynamite Zenoscope bullshit fucking thing. Let's put a badass cover on it, and then the interiors are shit.
Yeah.
Dynamite's done better, because you have Draculina, and you have a couple other books that were like, oh shit, they did some good stuff.
For a long time, so.
Yeah, like Vampirilla, but still, doesn't mean you can't do a good fucking story.
Yeah.
The Vampirilla short stories were good.
Yeah.
The Red Sonja short stories were good.
Except for the last one.
You know? You have to fucking come in with the negative shit. You have to come in with the fucking negative shit.
I'm sorry, but
You're like a fucking. It's like a pimple on my fucking balls.
Yeah, no,
The
book
fucking.
in my mouth.
He is like a pimple in my asshole.
Yeah,
Not even a pimple, it's an ingrown hair, really.
Yeah, the ingrown hair. Where you're worried that you think it's something worse, but it's just a fucking thing.
You go to the doctor and they checking out your asshole.
Doc, I
Yeah.
didn't have cancer on my asshole.
No, it's just Little John. That's what they should say.
Yeah.
Don't worry, you just have a Little John.
Yeah,
You have a Little John on your fucking asshole.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it. We burn it right off.
I hate that.
That's what you are. That's what you are.
Yeah.
That's what
Little
you are.
John in my asshole.
Fucking Little John in my asshole. So that's the thing. It's like putting a thumbtack in my fucking shoe and walking home. That's what you are. It's like biting into a fucking mohong with a nail in it. That's what you are. Anyway.
We love him.
Yeah, so that's my only fucking thing. Sorry about that, folks. So that's the only thing. So I don't wish anything bad on this. I just find it amateurish and meh. And I want the opposite. So I guess, okay, so this is my thing. This is why I'm so adamant. I want them to kick ass. I want to be like, man, because the whole idea is, bro, if we had the money and we had the fucking power, we would be out there fucking shit up and fucking everything else. But instead, it's like Bad Idea Comics. All their shit is like a fucking stunt. Oh, we're going to put it in donut boxes. We're going to limit to this many copies. We're only going to sell it in these stores. You can't resell it. We're going to do that. It's gimmicks. Everyone's doing fucking gimmicks instead of making fucking comics. And I don't fucking want that. I don't want gimmicks. I want comics.
I haven't read a Whatnot comic yet. I mean,
Bad idea?
Bad Idea comic.
Because we don't really get them here at all. We don't get them here at all. And they had some amazing artists, and there's some stuff that looks really good, but it's inaccessible and hard to fucking get. Fuck you, man. I didn't get in the comics to make it inaccessible and shitty for anybody to get.
Yeah.
I'm willing to put Zombie Years up. I put all fucking... it's the 7th issue online for free. Vigil's up there online for free. Because I want to fucking share this shit. So if they want to hoard and then make it and cool, and I get it. You want a unique fucking club and shit. That's shit.
Yeah.
Now, luckily, they're on Diamond. They're fucking soliciting this to everybody. You can pick up a regular copy. You can get a $4.99 book and everything. But, dude, make a good fucking comic book, bro. You have no reason not to.
Yeah.
You have the time and the money to fucking do it.
The money that they have, I expect.
You know, we're...
Like Virgin. Virgin was making some fucking amazing looking comic books with some amazing artists from India. But they were all about Indian mythology.
Wait, so they couldn't... The thing was, they couldn't clinch it. They couldn't make it come over. It's too... It gets to the point that it's too foreign for you to give a shit. That's like anything else. I've seen that with people that done Aztec fucking comics and fucking Mesoamerican fucking comics, and they want to like, here, you gotta like it because it's our culture.
Yeah.
And it's like, dude, even as somebody that's part fucking Aztec and part Mexican, I'm like, dude, you can't make me eat it.
Yeah.
You can't make me eat it. You gotta convince me. The first is the smell, first is the look, first is the thing. That's the thing. You know? I mean, in the end, it might be a chick with dicks, but we all know they're dudes with tits.
They're dudes with tits, yeah.
Unless they're a fancy lady boy. I mean, it's kind of half-handed. So anyway, I don't think it's horrible. It's a solid 3 out of 5. I'm just disappointed. I'm disappointed a little bit. It's like, dude, blow me away. I want them to make us feel bad and make us want to publish fucking comics.
Exactly.
I want to fucking sit here going, dude, can you believe this shit?
Yeah.
Fuck, man. We should go out there with... I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
I feel pretty good about our stuff now.
I think that we did a lot better.
Yeah. So, there you go.
This stuff looks better than theirs.
This is Goblins Heist flinging poo on the wall.
Yeah.
All right. So next up, I didn't get to read this.
I
The
did.
Purple Oblivion from Sumerian, formerly Behemoth.
Now, these guys made comics because they like comics. I can tell that.
Mm-hmm.
Their artwork is not top notch or nothing. This is as indie as you could get. This fucking shit is awesome, bro. I don't understand anybody not liking this kind of stuff.
it's a weird format. That's one
It
thing.
is a weird format. The story is a trip.
Art by Diego Simone, created by E. Pliskin, and Ryan Ferrier and Luciano Dolfi on it. Yeah, I mean, this is the classic. I'm just flipping through it now. I didn't get the... Yeah.
Definitely.
Psychedelic colors, a lot of fucking crazy
that's
shit.
what Heavy Metal Drummer was.
This reminds me of Hyro. This reminds me of Julio Valle.
Yeah, it definitely reminds me of Valet.
Yeah.
This reminds me of these artists. I like this stuff. It reminds me of your earlier stuff too. It's what it is. It's the punk rock of comic books. That's what it is.
And you want to tell a story, and you're not. And this is the thing. Like sometimes, if something's confusing, you gotta make the confusion worth it. Like, oh, I don't know what the fuck that is. Oh, I'm gonna read it again to figure it out. And this book looks like it has that.
Yeah,
like,
this might not be everybody's cup of tea either.
No, it's again that was a Heavy Metal Drummer, not everybody's book. Yeah. Well, while Heavy Metal Drummer was essentially, they live with way more fucking and more trippy colors. This is Scanners and Breaking Bad.
Yeah, it's weird. I didn't know where they were going with it,
but it works.
Yeah.
At the end, it works, and you want to pick up the next issue. These incredibly fast reads, but you enjoy every single little bit, and it's funny. It's a lot of pop trivia references and a lot of sci-fi references. Where are they? Like, here we go. This is the Breaking Bad scene.
yeah.
And they're making a drug from a slug. I think it's an alien slug. Again, that's a classic trope. It's done really well. I really like this company. I hope Sumerian doesn't change a whole lot of their formula.
And their borders are even.
Yeah.
the borders. Oh, I mean, they at least stuck to the format and everything else.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's simple. There's some stuff that I'm like, it's a little bit of a cop out.
I swear to God, this is the kind of book that you're going through Artist Alley in a comic book con, and there's some guy, hey, I'm making a comic book, can you please pick me up?
Well, no, because this actually got picked up.
And you look it up and you're like, this is fucking funky, I'm gonna get it.
You go, well, this is fucking good, and you're surprised, you read, this is fucking good.
Look, they've been some of the most fun books I've read in a while.
Yeah.
Because there's nothing else like them being printed.
Yeah.
They're good quality books, the writing is solid, the colors are solid. It's just a fun read all around, and if you know what they're referencing in the book, it's even better. Which is the opposite of this one.
I'll tell you right now, if Sex Pistols would be making comic books, it'd be somebody.
Oh shit, there you go. So out of 5?
5 for me.
I'm giving it a 4, you know, because it isn't for everybody, so I can't give it a full 5. It is punk rock at the hardest. It is, like I said, and I said if it's the Sex Pistols were making comic books, Sumerian would be their publisher.
There you go. So a 4 out of 5.
Yeah.
For me, it's a 5 because I know what they're
Who read this one? Let's start
I wanted to read this one.
You didn't read it, but did you read it? I'm saying if you read yes or no.
I wanted to.
No one read it.
The
Okay.
Star Trek books have been fire lately.
All right. Who read this one?
I read that.
Artist Elite number 4. I haven't been able to fucking read my Artist Elite. I have like
I did want to read
They
that.
have a lot of issues.
The art is fucking amazing in it.
Yeah.
And I don't know, is it because the artists are really good? Is that why it's called Artist Elite?
Yeah, that's the company's name.
Yeah.
Oh.
They are artists who've worked for a bunch of different companies.
No, they are. Tyler Kirkham, Brian Ching, Ryan Kincaid, Tyler Kirkham.
Yeah, it's top-notch shit.
Yeah.
It's fucking good. These people know how to make a comic book.
Yeah, it's the books that they've been wanting to make for a while.
And they put them as shorts inside. They do anthologies. Damn, all right. The first fucking pages.
The first page.
I mean, this is the first page right off the bat is fuck you, you know? Like, yeah, so I like the artwork. The stories are a little whap, but...
Well, you said it's artists writing stories.
Yeah, no, this is fucking phenomenal. This book is...
It's not holding back. It's getting into it. It's you know... A lot of the work is, you know, it's muscly guys, chicks with tits and everything else. But that's what you want, you know. Even the cutesy stuff has some teeth to it.
It's different styles in the books. One's more anime, one's more classic '90s, one's more futuristic.
I gotta read this because there's this one part where a pickle comes out of a girl's titty, and it says, "Oye, pinche pussy gato, let's rumble."
I thought
you saw it, John.
Well, that's my type of book. The art is phenomenal from cover to cover. There's nothing wrong with this book. The stories are a little cheesy, but goddamn, Artist Elite is definitely top-notch art on these comic books. They're framing everything. They're full bleeds. They know how to make a comic book.
Yeah. It's fun to look at, fun to read. The stories are okay. The plots aren't a fucking super original, but it's a good all around read. Though, like
they have good flow.
This is? Good editing.
Yeah, good flow, good editing.
That is what happens.
Sitting behind the table and putting this book together. And making
hey, this needs to be better. This needs to be good. No.
Unlike, but not bad editing.
Okay, so out of 5.
5 for me. A lot of good books this week.
Yeah, this is a good book. I haven't read it. The artwork alone, I give it a 5.
Yeah.
I've read the other ones. It's been great. I want to read this issue. Like I said, there's still short stories. It's a little crazy. It's a fun book, great book. The art's amazing.
What I've noticed, every issue just gets better and better. Like, they're really developing into, good writers.
I mean, I don't, let's not blow smoke up its ass either. I think it's good. It could be better. It could be more engaging. A couple of things could be, but it's fucking fun, and it's one that you want to fucking read. Just off the bat, reading those
stories. The reason they're doing them in shorts is to introduce these characters and the worlds to the people, because this is a brand new company.
But this is a concept that we've kicked around for a while, a creature, because it was the whole idea is it's hard to tie up an artist for 24 pages for a month or even quarterly. 8 pages, not that fucking hard. So you can get them for 8 pages. You can get them to come in and do something.
It's fucking awesome, bro. The book's beautiful.
Yeah. So definitely pick up 4 out of 5.
Yeah,
definitely it's a
4 out of 5.
4.5.
I really enjoyed it.
Yeah. All right. Next up, Minor Threats number 3. I haven't kept up with this book. I have number 2 there.
Patton Oswalt is really turned into a comic writer. He must really like comic books.
Yeah, he's been in a bunch of comic book documentaries. He's a big fucking...
This guy is killing it. The book is fucking great. Reminds me of oh my god, Mystery Men.
Yeah.
This is like a new version of Mystery Men with these D-list characters. I can't say anything bad about this book. The art is solid for what it is. Remember, this is not going to be Artist Elite art. No, this is comic book art.
It's a Dark Horse book.
That is a Dark Horse book that gives you that indie feel, but with a step up. I enjoyed it. 4.5 stars. It goes into they're trying to find the guy that killed this other person.
Yeah.
It's really good, guys. Patton Oswalt is killing it.
The whole setup is that supposedly the supervillain killed the sidekick for another character. That guy's on a murderous rampage. Pretty much a Batman. Somebody killed the Robin to a Batman. And he's on a murderous rage. And now all the fucking superheroes, the major ones, have gone to the city and turned into and so now the villains are plotting to get the guy who killed it so they can go back to their lives.
Yeah, the Minor Threats are the D-list villains.
Yeah.
So it's really a fun book. Great read. If you liked Mystery Men, you will love this book.
So it's like Mystery Men, but with villains.
Yes, backwards, yes. Exactly.
Ah, nice pitch.
But the good guys are kind of like assholes.
Yeah, so that's the thing.
So if you're reading it, when you read this one, you start thinking, dude, it seems like the good guys might have had something to do with all this shit that's happening.
Yeah.
So, it's like
what a twist.
It's like maybe Batman got pissed off at Robin and slapped him a little bit too hard.
Ah.
That's what I'm thinking.
There you go.
4.5 stars.
4.5 stars. Great series. Next up, when did this happen? The Death of Superman.
Okay, now
that's a reprint of up to the Death of Superman. Right?
It is an anniversary special of the Death of Superman. So they introduced a new 4-armed, what's his name?
Doomsday,
but with 4 arms. It's not the original Doomsday. It's another guy. This was a money grab.
Because why do you say
that?
The art
is I don't understand why they did it. The art's so hokey. It's like
it looks.
The original one was fucking hokey. I'm sorry. I thought it was a hokey piece of shit.
So I guess they tried to make it look like the original one. I didn't like it. I think that the art is dated. And maybe that confused me. This is a new story. His kid is little again, which throws me for a loop.
Which he wasn't in the original arc.
Well, he's little now, and because this is here now, and the
Yeah.
little is
So this is what if Death of Superman were to happen today?
yeah.
Which
No, but he doesn't. His little Jonathan Superman
John Kent.
helps him fight him. It's okay if you're into it. So it's for what it is.
That's what I saw it as from far away. I didn't order that many because I was just kind of like, about it. I kind of consider the Death of Superman a black eye on comics. It was the first big money grab that really paid. Because even like, okay, if you want to get into the best-selling comic book of all time is X-Men #1 by Jim Lee at 8 million fucking copies.
and then it's
All right.
X-Force, right?
No, then it's Death of Superman, then it's X-Force. So, and at least that was, a thing to celebrate. It was a whole new X-Men book, the idea behind it, it was going in a new direction, amazing fucking artwork that stands up to this day. Oh shit, yeah, let's fucking see it. You can still crack it open and be like, okay, it's fun. This shit, I remember it was just big page spreads. I remember the lines at fucking Comic Town USA when I used to go to there. And to get it, and it's just a fucking money grab, and has been a money grab ever since then.
Yeah,
I don't think it's something to celebrate that much. I think it's a piece of shit.
It nearly crashed the comic book industry.
It's a fun read. I'm not gonna lie. It is a fun read. If you're a Superman DC fan, for sure, pick it up. And if you enjoyed that whole,
Kenny says, sounds like way out to me.
I think Kenny would actually like this book.
Oh, I don't know. He's a Superman fan.
I think
Yeah,
Kenny-
Superman
I think if you're a Superman fan and you're a fan of it, I understand it was a milestone for
you will
Superman
definitely
fans.
like it if you're a Superman
But
fan.
I just felt it was everything about it. You know, if this was a reprint, I'd be like, dude, I got the regular copies here for
still have
$3. Take it.
We still have the white bag versions, unopened, sealed.
Yeah, I would like to read that again. That I would
Yeah.
like to read.
A guy came in trying to sell me a run of Reign of Superman. And I was like, yeah, I'll give you 50 cents each for them. That's too much, right? Yeah, 'cause I was thinking like $2, you know.
Maybe the whole stack. I'll give you $10 for it, maybe.
Well, that's pretty much what it was. There were some Wonder Womans I wanted to get there because Brian Bolin covers. And that's it, but yeah.
So whatever. If you're
Kenny
a
says,
Superman-
as a Superman fan, this book sounds dumb.
No, I think you would enjoy it. It's a cool book. This construction worker gets infected somehow. He has this doomsday disease. And Superman ends up saving him. He almost kills him again or whatever, but then, thanks to Jonathan Kent, luckily he was there. He saved his dad.
Yeah, so, I mean, they just did something about that in Dark Crisis that's much more touching. I think I posted it on the Goblins Heist
And
Instagram.
they do print some other stuff, some older stuff, and there's a part where they show Superman dead, and this guy tried. I didn't get to read the other backstories in it.
Yeah.
There's Blue Beetles that give you mouth-to-mouth resuscitation. It's fucking crazy. So, yeah, definitely something to pick up if you're a Superman fan. I give it 3 stars.
All right.
I can't go any more than that.
All right.
But I'm not going to
3
flush
stars.
it down the toilet.
Yeah.
But it's Superman dying again, supposedly. And he's not.
All right. Next up, The Lost Hunt. Spider-Man, The Lost Hunt.
For
Number 1.
My pick of the week there.
What happened with the hunt?
Dude, this is... I'm not sure. How many Cravens have there been? Is there that many Cravens?
Well, no, there's one Craven.
Yeah.
Oh, there's this another guy, and he's out for revenge, but it looks like it's Craven coming out of the
Now,
Craven.
do you remember who Craven originally was?
This guy's Shirgoff is his name? Shirgoff? The book is excellent from cover to cover. I didn't like that he's in Portland now. Why the fuck is Spider-Man in Portland? He's trying to get away from everything. And he's kind of like lost some of his powers.
I've not kept up with the mainline Spider-Man books in a while because, again, some of them have been good, some have been Guayaba,
Mary
some
Jane
of them
is
have been...
pregnant now and everything. So it's kind of fucking whacked. But Craven, I like Craven. I like this guy. I like the new lady that they're introducing. And she's up to no good because she comes out and sits down and talks to him at work. And she's trying to be nice, but there's something up with this lady. There's a first appearance of that major character that's in there. So it's what I liked a long time ago when the death of Craven, when I read that series.
Craven's Last Hunt.
That was fucking great. And they're bringing that back to some point. And this guy's hunting Spider-Man now.
Well, you know, that's...
And they show Spider-Man again in the black suit, which I really did like.
So it looks interesting, yeah.
No,
All
for
right.
sure. My pick of the week is that one.
That's your pick of the week?
Yeah,
The
that's my
Last
pick of the
Hunt,
week.
Spider-Man, The Last Hunt. Yeah, this is the new character on the front cover, too. That's their first cover
Yeah.
appearance, too. All right.
So definitely, if you were a fan of that old Spider-Man crossover, Death of Craven series, fucking pick it up.
All right. 5 out of, what? 4 out of 5?
Stars.
5 stars. Well, John's pick of the week. All right. And last but not least, from CEX, Comics Experience Publishing, The Disciple. This is actually a one-shot. I read this.
I also read it.
I thought it was really good. It's
too.
a detective noir story with kung fu and robots.
Yeah, it's not just that to me. It read almost exactly like Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep meets like Supernatural.
Yeah, but I mean, you're talking about more. It doesn't get too much into the robot.
Well, even she looks like she's designed after the female robot in Blade
Yeah.
Runner.
Because it has like the Dick Tracy ass classic.
And it has that really
you know.
like neo noir or like
It's like, okay, the
noir
detective
punk?
is a kung fu master
Yeah.
who now has to respond to his former Sifu's death and go investigate it
on the request of
on
the
the
daughter.
on the request of the daughter.
So
And see who murdered
yeah.
him and what he do, because he was recording his like famous techniques like as a master book.
And it's been stolen.
And it's been stolen. And then that ties together at the end as a mystery.
Yeah. I really enjoyed it.
I think it was a good one shot, a good introduction to the character.
I want more.
I would
do.
read more.
Me
If
too.
they can, there's certain things that could be tighter. The action could have been tighter. I think there was some parts that they kind of copped out
Yeah.
and didn't do, exactly what could have been
Some
done.
of it felt a little bit rushed, probably because they didn't want to do it into a one shot. I would totally read more of this.
Yeah, I really dug it. I thought it was 4 out of 5.
Yeah, me too. 4 out of 5.
4 out of 5, really good.
Yeah.
CX is doing some good stuff. That's another company I like because they do that the Orc Girl book.
Yeah.
Um,
Past the Last Mountain.
Yeah, Past the Last Mountain.
That's a
and
good
stuff.
book.
Yeah, that's a good book too.
I like
So
that.
that's what I'm saying. Like, there's some publishers that are doing some really good shit, and they don't have whatnot money.
Yeah.
So the Chinese Connection without Bruce Lee. No. Imagine Bruce Lee was in a Dick Tracy book.
Yeah.
You
But
know?
in the future.
Yeah,
That's cool.
but it's in the future.
Yeah.
And it's Blade Runner. It has an android assistant.
That's even more exciting.
So that's the thing. So it was a good fucking read.
Yeah, Bruce Lee.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, exactly. Or Donnie Yang, Kenny. Donnie Yang.
No, you lost me.
What do you fucking? What do you mean
Why?
lost me?
Donnie's awesome.
Maybe he said Bolo. Yeah, that'd be good.
Bolo. Bolo. What fucking movies is Bolo fucking
I
done?
love fucking movies.
He actually
Bolo's
has.
a classic guy, bro.
Bro, Donnie Yang made a way more movies than fucking Bolo.
Bolo used to be.
Bolo's awesome. Not fucking
Bolo
with
used to
Bolo.
be the go-to
Well, come on.
bad
Donnie Yang
guy.
made Ip Man 1 through 4.
Yeah.
Fucking did a bunch of
I watched
fucking.
a lot of those Ip Man movies.
That's a great movies.
They are all really good movies. Yeah.
What's the number one rule, Kenny? Don't run from Donnie Yang. Whatever you do, don't run from that. Just accept your beating, take it there. If you run, it's 10 times worse if you fucking run from Donnie Yang. What's that guy running? He's running from Donnie Yang. He's like,
Can't
oh,
run.
because he knows better than not run from Donnie
He
Yang.
can't run from anybody. Especially when it comes to women.
Kenny even said it. Bolo was in one solo film.
Get the hell out of here.
I'm just saying. All right, guys, that's all the books this week. We had a good week of comics. It wasn't bad. Fantastic Four, again, my pick of the week. I thought it was a really, 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 really good surprise. It was like a good surprise of like, oh, yeah, it had heart.
Yeah.
Like at the end, you get a little tear in your eye.
Yeah,
You're
I
like,
gotta read it.
that's the thing. I was like, oh, man, that's good. And it's a Thing story, and I like the Thing. Who doesn't like the Thing?
I love the thing.
Who doesn't like the Thing?
I got a thing.
Yeah, I got a Thing. We all have things. Who doesn't love the Thing?
It's not a literal rock.
That's what I'm
hard
saying.
thing.
Yeah.
So that's my message to you guys. Go and love your Thing.
Oh, by the way, Bitcoin crashed.
Oh, okay. Like hard?
16,000, bro.
Well, I heard a bunch of people are not billionaires anymore.
Yes.
Like, there's a bunch of shit about that. I was like, oh, fuck.
Well, here's the thing: when Bitcoin's almost done, I think they only have like maybe 5% of all coins left to mine.
I don't know what's gonna happen with all these people.
Well, no, but then that would mean that there's a potential for it to go up then. Right? Because then once it hits the limit, that's it. There's only so many.
You know, because the way, remember, it's blockchain. You're at the tail end of the chain.
So that means there's a limited amount.
The,
The demand, the supply is down, so it'll go down. The only thing you have to keep is demand. So if anything,
no, because we already
not
have,
for these motherfuckers that have billions of
we
dollars.
still have the giant farms. Those are still around mining Bitcoin. Those haven't gone away. Some of the smaller ones have.
But you're saying there's a limit.
Yeah.
And it's reaching the limit.
Yeah.
So once it reaches the limit, there's no more to farm.
Ethereum is down a lot too. Shiba, I'm losing my ass on Shiba.
I sold all my shit. I sold my shit already.
I'm not getting any of that back. So I'm totally screwed. Bitcoin is at 16,900. XRP is down to 38 cents. Jesus Christ. Dogecoin is in the toilet. Shiba is in the toilet. Ethereum, $1,200. Ethereum was at $5,000.
There you go. So, but not comics. Comics are always something.
Yeah.
Well, comics are actually in this shit too. Anyway, go love your fucking thing. We'll be at Miami Lakes Marketplace this weekend. We'll be posting that up, and we'll be talking to you guys soon. And we'll be back next Tuesday with more new books. And then after that, the book fair. Book fair.
Free tickets.
Remember to go to Kenny's Kickstarter. Take a look at it. I posted the link again. Ah, crap. Maybe I didn't. I don't know what I did. All right, yeah, I did. Later.